What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to the Gloss Garage, where we make detailing simple. My name is Sak, and today I have another special video. This one will be a little bit different just because I am not doing an actual intro or an outro. So pretty much we are doing a 3-year ceramic coating using the owner's pride products. And here is the vehicle. Here's a quick walk around. The owner has been washing it. You know, he takes care of it once every 3 weeks, but he got this vehicle back in September. So all we're going to do is do a light step or a one-step polish to go ahead and enhance the gloss, remove any light swirls and scratches, and then go ahead and apply the actual owner's pride 3-year ceramic coating, which is a warranted coating. Now, this is the before, and let's get right into the whole process. As we move on to the wheel cleaning process, if you guys want 10% off any owner's pride products, go ahead and use code ECOWASHTHEWORLD for 10% off. And then also I am using grime for the wheels and tires, diluted 15:1. It doesn't foam up as much as Extra Tough or the DIY Detail All Clean, but it does a great job of removing that browning as lubrication. And also, just to give a heads up, I do have EcoWash inside my wheel bucket to aid with more lubrication. But yeah, so it does a spectacular job of cleaning the wheels and tires. Once the wheels and tires are done, I go ahead and move on to my APC rinse. I use grime diluted 15:1 to go ahead and break down that traffic film, dirt, and grime, and pretty much clean the panel 80% before we do our contact wash. And this vehicle does get driven daily, about 60 to 80 miles a day minimum. Once we rinse off grime, the APC rinse really did 80% of the work of removing that dirt, grime, and traffic film. And then I go ahead and apply Ultra Wash inside the soap bucket to go ahead and do the 2-bucket wash method. But before that, you see me spraying Eco Wash, or I am spraying Eco Wash to go ahead and give it that extra lubrication, kind of like an extra, foam cannon in a sense, but just without the foam. And it just gives and aids in lubrication and emulsification of the dirt and grime. And we go ahead and we do the most important steps following up after we do the contact wash is we go ahead and use the Ultra Clay Towel from the Rad Company, and then we also use Decon X from Owner's Pride to go ahead and remove any iron fallout from the paint. We literally decontaminate the paint, the glass, the windshield. We decontaminate everything, and this vehicle was not as rough as other vehicles that are neglected. It literally did not take much to go ahead and decontaminate the paint, and this is why it is important to go ahead and apply a sealant or any type of protection. And the owner does wash the vehicle at least once every 2 weeks, which is why this vehicle is in pristine condition, especially since it's driven about 80 miles every single week, or not every single week, every single day. So that's something to go ahead and keep in mind. And then you will see as I'm rinsing off the Decon X on how flat the paint looks, and we're going to move on to the most important step, which is to me the owner's pride spotless. So the paint is clogged at the moment because of the water spot minerals. This paint has been driven, sat outside for the past 6, 7, 8 months, and pretty much it does have a little bit of water spots. But in order to remove those water spots, we want to go ahead and remove the minerals causing the spots. It's not going to remove the actual spot itself, but we really want to break down those minerals, so that way we're not digging it deeper into the paint when we start polishing the paint. And that is very, very important, because if you just dig in those minerals deeper into the paint, it's just going to resurface back, and you're not going to have a fun time, and you're going to have to go ahead and redo your actual ceramic coating job. So pretty much this is just cheap insurance. I did it on the glass. You don't really want to do it in direct sunlight. If you're going to do it on glass, you want to do it quick. But as you see, I am rinsing off the spotless, and right away we're not getting necessarily beading, just quick sheeting. There's no protection in this water spot remover called spotless. It's just mainly to go ahead and just, like I said, unclog the pores of the paint. That way everything bonds better, especially when you apply the ceramic coating. So pretty much once we're done with the actual decontamination step and wash prepping step, we go ahead and move on to the polishing step. And I am using the Owner's Pride compound, and this compound smells really good. The only thing is it's not a sprayable polish, which if you guys saw my previous video of me talking about which polishes are my favorite, this has a great working time. It smells great. It smells like the Cinnabons or cinnamon from that Cinnabon stand that you get, but it just smells just super good, and it actually has a long working time. It has no issues working in the heat. It is actually hot outside, and it's about 75-80 degrees outside, and it's pretty humid, and it had a great working time. So pretty much what we're doing is just cleaning up the paint, enhancing the gloss, and removing any extra oxidation that's on the paint, which is very essential if you want the best bond with the ceramic coating onto the paint. And just a light polish. It doesn't even have to be 4-section passes. If you're going to use any type of polish, at least a cleaner polish will definitely help remove any minuscule contaminants that's embedded on the paint. You're pretty much exfoliating the skin, and you see just a night and day difference right here on the front bumper when I just finished doing my section passes on how much shinier and glossier the paint is. And I do have 2 towels. One towel is a damp and rinseless towel filled with EcoWash, and then the second one is just to go ahead and remove the polish residue. That way it's just a lot easier to clean in time, and you're not dragging and it's not sticky on the paint. And the most important part that I forgot to mention about the Owner's Pride compound, besides its no dusting, is one thing: it is pad dependent. It does not stain plastic trim. And when I mean pad dependent, literally means that you can use a heavy cut type of foam or wool pad to go ahead and cut. It's not going to cut like a heavy cut compound, but it will literally cut like a compound depending on which pad you use. And also, it does not stain plastic trim. You do not need to go ahead and tape off plastic trim, especially if you're using your polisher on speed setting 3 or 4 and you're not using any pressure. You're not going to stain any plastic trim, which is absolutely just easy. Not a lot of polishes do this on the market. The only other 2 that really does this is the Last Cut compound, but that's a heavy cut compound, and of course the DIY Detail Gold Standard polish. The only thing is that, you know, it's not sprayable like the Gold Standard, but just that's about it. So once I'm done with the polishing step, I go ahead and apply the ceramic detailer to go ahead and give the wheels some durable protection. This literally only lasts about 6 to 12 months on the paint. I did tell the owner that on the wheels it's really only going to last about a month and a half, and he should really be applying it every single wash just to go ahead and make the wheels easier to clean, because this is where you're going to get the rocks, the dirt, the grime, and the debris. So we are up to the final part of the prep process. We're applying the paint prep from Owner's Pride, and we go ahead and apply it on the paint. Off screen I did saturate the yellow towel to go ahead and it be my initial wipe on towel, and then I wipe off any excess with the blue towel, and this way I ensure I remove any compounds or polish residue which may adhere or may interfere with the adhesion of the actual ceramic coating. It's pretty quick, it's pretty simple. Just don't spray it directly onto the paint, spray it on the towel and just work it in around the paint. It is simple as that. So the moment we've all been waiting for is applying this Owner's Pride 3-year professional grade ceramic coating, and the application is super easy, and this is a true warranted ceramic coating, meaning if anything happens, if it prematurely wears off before it's 3 years it's up, you go ahead and contact the third-party insurance and they go ahead and, you know, take care of things for you. But obviously there's a difference between maintenance and neglect, so that's just the only thing about the warranted coating, is you just got to read the terms and conditions just to ensure that you're getting the best possible practice on keeping up with your ceramic coating. Now in terms of application process, I am using their microfiber application pad, and you could do it in straight lines, circles, hashtags, or whatever. Doesn't really matter. Just put it on the paint and just level off, and it feels slick under the towel right away. We've applied this to everything: headlights, taillights, the glass, the whole roof, that's entire glass, and it was just so easy to apply. It doesn't really rainbow. What it really does is just, you know, it starts beating up on itself, especially if you start, you know, if you over apply it on one section, and if you leave it there for too long. You do not want to do 2 panels at a time. I kind of pretty much learned that the hard way. I had to go ahead and reapply and, you know, just apply more coating to the area where it was dried up and then level off right away. And yeah, so pretty much just 1 panel at a time. It doesn't have a strong solvent smell, and like I said, it's just easy to use and the results are phenomenal. There's not much to it. It is simple as that. And let's go ahead and let me show you the after results. This coating was just amazing. This whole product line was just such an amazing experience as a professional detailer. It was just so fun to use, so easy to use, straight to the point, and there was no issues that, you know, arose with it. And this was just my first time applying this 3-year professional grade ceramic coating. So here are the after results that you guys all have been waiting for. Just look how stunning, look how glossy this paint is. And the ceramic coating can get wet after 2 hours of application. So there is no real true cure time. And also just pretty much just means that you can give the vehicle back to your customer. No need to hold it for 24 hours before it gets wet, or 8 hours minimum. And just look at how stunning the paint looks. It looks so glassy. The owner literally was like, I didn't believe a car can actually be or get much shinier than the way he had it. And just the results speaks for themselves. There's no editing, there's no filters, no nothing. This is how the paint looks. Just glassy, shiny, super slick, and just amazing. Let me know what you guys think about this video. Let me know if you guys learned anything, what you guys think about the product line. And other than that, I will see you guys on the next one. Peace.